Oh my gosh, the recording just... When did it finish? I gotta check. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna check when the... Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm just... my sister just informed me, like, as I was showing this to her, that the video actually stopped recording. Now, here's what I wanted to tell you. You know how it says aim your weapon at a fleeing suspect? I did. I aimed my weapon at him, and I kept it on him. You know how it had that timer thing? When it fills up, I'll tell you what happens. The guy shoots the gun in the air, and he says, "Stop, or I will shoot." And he just stopped. Look.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
That's pretty cool. Because previously, how I've done it is I've like chased him until he stopped because like a car stopped in front of him. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's really good. Which reminds me, this should be how I finished the other mission. How I finished the street missions. I should do it like that. I should just keep aiming at the guy. At the guy. Yeah.
The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage.
No, I don't know why he says this. Like it's the next bit is the worst case ever. It really doesn't make sense because it's the same case as the one he was talking about just before we started this case. This is the same case, and before we started this case, he talked about how this case was like the best one, the case that makes you, not the case that breaks you. I don't know why he's talking about this because this is not a bad case. This is just the interrogation part, and he's fine he's fine with it.
The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
Yeah, the case you never, ever discuss, but this is like the case that you know you won. Perhaps what he's really referring to when he says the case that you never, ever discuss and all that, he might be talking about the war. I think he is.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative.
See ya.
How would you like a chance at smiting this man with
yes,
the sword
let's
of justice?
smite this man with the sword of justice.
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am.
No! He's asking you to smite this man with the sword of justice. We go into his office, we find that sword that he has, that's called the sword of justice. We're gonna get that, we're gonna smite him. Well, at least we would, if we knew what the word smite meant. Unfortunately, I don't. Although I've heard of it before. Mainly, yeah, one other place really. Minecraft enchantments actually, but never mind. So because we don't know what smite means, we are just gonna interrogate him.
Young Phelps, you've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from.
Whoa, the war.
But
you shouldn't mention the war.
I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
As my friend William, or maybe it was Joseph, would say, molten metal torture? Apparently it's a really bad form of interrogation that was actually used. Not sure if I believe him or not.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
By the way, if you do fail him, you go back out, and he says, "What the heck was that? Get back in there and get me a confession." And then the whole interview restarts as if nothing happens. So yeah. Let's smite this man with the sword of justice.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
And we can review the evidence at any time, but we don't need to do that.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Careful use of intuition can lead to breakthroughs, but I don't need to use my 4 intuition points for this petty task. I guess the intuition points carry over from other games, so that's pretty good to know. Now, let's check our notebook. He said, oh yeah, we can put him at the scene. Suspect positively identified. Also, the gun belongs to him.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
But we'll go with suspect positively identified because I know this one works. I'm not sure if an 1 Browning handgun works. It says what did it say in the top left? Got to read that. It said something about like when you accuse someone of lying, you got to provide them more will make them more uncooperative or something like that. So yeah. So now we're gonna choose this.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
Now notice how he said gas chamber. I think he said that on purpose to get this guy to talk about the fact that he's a Jew.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Now let's talk about the possible religious motive by changing the subject.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur?
I like the way he smiled as he said that. He's like, let's change the subject. Smug smile. And then he goes all serious and asks the question.
Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
Ooh, swearing.
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
See, Germany.
Some people don't
Gas
like
chambers.
Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, we have doubts.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes.
Heroes.
A shining, honest face the public can admire.
Like all
I
Phelps.
applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Smile.